June. All right, so now we'll walk through kind of the daily flow. So at the beginning, from a high level, I'm going to walk you through the structure of the call. So this call is 30 minutes long, or supposed to be 30 minutes long, and it's broken up into 3 major sections. The first one is the scorekeeping. So as soon as everyone gets on and joins, the first thing you'll do is go into the Airtable and take score. The second 10 minutes is the lesson. So whatever the lesson of the day is, and every day has a different theme. So we designate about 10 minutes for the lesson, and then the final 10 minutes is for the morning practice, where they plan their day and go put their actions into the big action form. So 10, 10, 10 for a total of 30 minutes. So best practice is basically, I like to just have 2 open tabs, have a separate browser with just 2 open tabs. One tab would be the Airtable. The other tab would have the slide deck for the day. And then that way, going back and forth between the tabs is pretty easy, because you don't have to try to find it on the tab bar, which tab you're trying to go to. So the first 10 minutes, ideally you'd want to log in a few minutes before the start of the hour, and then have some music playing. So as people are joining, they're coming on and already hear music playing, and just to kind of get the vibe going. So let's, for instance, take this Monday slide. You would log in during the 5 a.m. call. You would join around 4:57, and then start playing the music, and kind of just sit there and vibe out and do your journal and stuff, and just kind of wait for people to join in. That music, that that little YouTube is a live feed, so it's always changing. So it's cool, because you never have to worry about trying to go find fresh music. You just press that, and it's like a radio station. So you start off with some music. As people come in, then the first thing you want to do is take score. And so then you flip over to the Airtable tab, and then go into people's scoreboards and start taking score. So for this part, because people come in, join the call kind of different times, so you don't have to wait till everybody is joined in before you start taking score. As soon as one person comes on, you can jump right into the Airtable and start taking their score, because this part can take a little bit depending on how many people are on the call. So you really do want to kind of get through this as fast as possible, so you can get to have enough time for the rest of the call. So I'm glad you're jumping in here and playing around, because there's a couple different viewing options of how you can view everyone's calendar. You can view it by month view, and depending on the size of your screen, it might be a bit like what you're doing here. It'd be probably better to just show it in 2-week view. That way you can see all the tasks. You can also collapse the weekends. So you see Saturday or Sunday have those little arrows. You click that and it collapses the weekend. And you could also move or expand the calendar out to the left. So if you grab that little vertical line, you can move it to the left, and it makes it even larger. And so this screen is kind of configurable, so you can try to view as much of the calendar as possible. And then as people come on, let's say we're starting off, click on mine. Let's say you want to go and take my score. So you find my name. You can configure this window so that you can see. You can either leave it as the month view, or like what you configure it so that you can see as many of the actions as possible. And when you click on each action, so you click on it, you see a completed box.
Did you write in your book for 60 minutes?
I haven't yet. The day's not over, but I will. But just let's go ahead, just for demonstration. Let's go ahead and click complete it, and let's go down and let's say I had a rock star day and I completed everything. So you complete it, and then you click.
Isn't there a way in here to get to the next record without clicking out?
Not from this view. So you have to click back and then click to the next one. Okay. And then click.
We'll do this. All right, Rockstar Day. And then I downloaded the confetti. What was that? Command C? Or what was it?
I can't remember what the default is. I changed my shortcut to Command Q. But yep,
Okay.
there it is.
There we go. I can
Boom,
just
confetti in your face.
confetti in your face.
So we want to celebrate everyone. This is the part that's going to keep them motivated, is they feel like they won the day. And so if they won the day, let them know it. Celebrate, have a little dance party, have some confetti, give them that sense of accomplishment. So we'll encourage them to keep winning the days. And then once you click through and you complete each person, you go on. And what I found is it's easier to start at the bottom, because then that way you can just go up to the next one. So it's like
This, and then
you can just immediately click on the next one without having to click off,
I see what you mean.
because that little box isn't covering it then.
Cool. And then go down the list.
And you go down the list, taking all the score for each person. Then once you've taken all the scores, then you click over onto the people tab at the top. No, go back, click over, and then show everyone the collective scoreboard. And so, all right, Kashaka's at the top of the board. Congratulations, Kashaka. You are crushing October so far. Keep doing it. Chris is at 60%. Jarvis is leading from behind at 55. So again, this is, you are like a supreme cheerleader. So this is where you just continue to cheerlead people and try to make this not necessarily competitive, but try to kind of stir up people's juices to encourage them to want to keep climbing the board. And then on the right, we've got kind of our team average. This tries to create kind of like this collective spirit, like, hey, you got to crush it because we're all a team here. So if you don't be dragging our score down. We all got to get our score above 90. So let's go. So that's the point of the team average, is to kind of create that group accomplishment feel, that yeah, you can let yourself down, but you don't want to be the one that causes the whole group to not hit our goal. Don't be that guy or girl.
I kind of like this, like in your face.
Yeah.
Let me go right back. Okay.
So that's the scorekeeping part. You basically want to keep the scorekeeping 10 minutes or less, ideally a lot less than 10 minutes, because sometimes the next section, which is like the lesson of the day, could take longer than 10 minutes. So the quicker you can get through the scorekeeping, the more time that gives us for the rest of the agenda for the day. Any questions on the scorekeeping?
No, I just want to keep hitting confetti. No, we're good.
So then after that, you flip over into the slides, and then you just go right into the lesson. So Mondays, the each day of the week has a different theme. Mondays are typically like the lesson or the theme of the week. So normally I'll either film a video, or we'll have some sort of theme or a challenge that we're going to focus on for that week. And so that's where we'll introduce what the challenge of the week is. And so that's what Mondays are. Tuesdays are book club. So there's normally a book that we're reading every month. Tuesdays we'll have some sort of discussion around the book of the month. Wednesdays are Wisdom Wednesdays. So we'll pull a quote from the Daily Stoic and just have open discussion on whatever the reading was from the Daily Stoic. Thursdays are Thoughtful Thursdays, where we just have general journaling questions or journaling prompts to kind of ignite thought, provoke some thought for you to do some self-reflection. So that's Thursdays. And then Fridays are Feel Good Fridays, where we focus on gratitude and all the things that you have to feel good about for the week. Like, where have you been crushing it? Where are you making progress? Acknowledge all the areas that you're doing well. And so though that middle or lesson section should take about 10 minutes. And Mondays are typically run about 15 minutes, because that's where we're doing like kind of introducing the challenge. We'll watch a little video. So the lesson part on Mondays are a little longer than usual. And one last thing on Fridays, the lesson, when we do kind of like our gratitude journaling and recounting our wins, click on that slide next. So we'll do a little dance party, and then you go to the next slide. I like to encourage people to go into the tribe and post their wins inside the tribe. So the tribe is.
Can you say it again?
Alexa, stop. She's always pestering me. But
What's the name of the app for this one again?
Circle. Circle is the platform we use to run the tribe community. And so we want to encourage people to go into Circle and leave a post in the share your wins section so that everybody in the community can celebrate. And then more importantly, everyone gets to see evidence that this is working. People go in there, they post, oh, I had such a rock star week. I gained a couple new clients. I've been waking up early. I've been reading every day. I lost 2 pounds. Like I'm feeling more alive than I ever have. And then other people see that and like, wow, this morning hero thing must really be working. Like, wow, look at these testimonials of these people that's crushing it. And so we want to use Fridays for one, and encourage them to reflect on where they're crushing it. And then two, go post that in the tribe so that now everybody else can see that this morning hero thing must be the reason you're crushing. And so as the facilitator, what I do is I copy this link and I post it in the chat on the Zoom. So I'll say, all right, everyone, we're going to right now put 5 minutes on the clock. You can go ahead and take some time to reflect on where you're crushing it. I'm going to put the link in the Zoom in the chat. Go ahead and just click that link. It'll take you right into the tribe where you can leave a post and share your wins. So yeah, you have to do like a copy and paste. Yeah, there you go.
My problem when I try to do that is in the past, it hasn't logged me in. I'm seeing if I'm logged in and I don't know my password. So I have to log in on my app.
Oh yeah.
It's just a matter of resetting my password, but yeah, so anyways, but that's why I need to know the name of the app because I just pull up the app and I'm logged in and I'm good to go.
Got it. Yeah, so it's called Circle. So maybe we should put that on the slide. I'll put that.
I only have view only access, so I can't.
Oh, all right, we'll fix that. So that's the middle kind of part 2 of the flow, which is the daily lesson. And then the third part is the morning practice. So this is the heart and soul of this whole 30-minute morning flow is giving people time or kind of forcing people to pause enough to set intentions for their day. The whole power of getting up early and doing all this is the power is setting your intention, right? And I think a lot of people, they get up and go. They never stop and set their intentions for what a successful day is going to look like. So what we do in this call is like we force people to sit down, slow down. Before you start running, set your intentions first. Look at your goals. Come up with your action plan of how you're going to hit each of those goals. Schedule it on your calendar. Design your day, right? And to be a very efficient, productive day. Set your intentions of how you're going to have a successful day. And so that's what the morning practice is the giving them the time to set their intentions for a successful day. And that there's a slide, the morning practice slide, and it has a timer built into it. By the time we get to this slide, click on one of where it says welcome to your morning practice, go up a couple slides back, or yeah, one of those where it has the people on it. Yeah. what we've been doing lately is we put up their weekly critical actions on the morning practice slide just to remind them of the things they committed to for the week. But by the time we get to this slide, oftentimes, if the coaching lesson went a little long or if the scorekeeping went a little long, we don't have a full 10 minutes. So you can adjust how much time, depending on how much time is left. So if it's only 6 minutes left before it's time for the call to be over, then just do 6 minutes for the morning practice instead of the full 10. In a perfect world, we would have full 10 minutes for this part, but most of the time we have to abbreviate this in order for us to end the call on time. So you would just adjust that little red slider to however much time is left for the call.
And I'll just say as a user, it's whenever I hear you've got the full 10 minutes, I'm like, oh yes, it's a good day.
Yeah,
It really is something to shoot for. It makes a big difference to have that full 10 minutes compared to 6 minutes or whatever it is.
It is. Like this morning we had the full 10 minutes and it definitely does make a big difference. So that's where the more efficient we can get with the scorekeeping. Let's say if we can get the scorekeeping from 10 minutes down to 5 minutes, then that definitely will leave us have more room for the morning practice. So just kind of keep that as a note, like, because sometimes when you're going doing the scorekeeping, people want to talk and tell the whole story about what happened yesterday and all that. As a facilitator, you'll see one of the hardest parts of the facilitating is keeping things on flow. Like that's really kind of your job, is to keep things on flow.
I'm old school morning hero. It was like, did you do it? Yes or no? Like,
Yeah.
story for your mama,
Right, exactly.
And now everybody's like, but what happened? What could have gone different? And we kind of get into it. But old school morning hero used to be, did you do it? Yes or no?
Yeah, and it's a balance, right? Because you don't want it to be so robotic where it's just, it's very like emotionless. Like you do want to have some sort of kind of dialogue, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you're mindful that you want to move things along too. So it's definitely a balance, and that's you'll see that's probably one of the hardest parts of facilitating versus just being a participant. Being a facilitator, your main job is like you're more of just a tacticianer, just trying to keep things on target, on flow, and also keeping people engaged, right? So you want to keep the flow moving, but you also want to give people space to contribute. So that's kind of the balance, like how you make it where people feel like they're contributing, but at the same time, we're keeping things moving along. So it's, that's, you'll get pretty used to it over time. So those are the three big sections: the scorekeeping, the lesson, and the morning practice.
And they'll all pop up in this folder.
The pop-up and the lesson will be organized by the date. So whatever week, month and week we're in, that'll be the name. That's the slide deck for that week. So right now we're in October week 1. Next week we'll be in October week 2. So every morning you just click on here and go into whatever slide deck we are in for that week. And then the slide deck will already be populated with all the stuff that's in there. Really, all you have to do is just kind of go find what day we're on. We're on Monday. Okay, go to the Monday slides and just kind of walk through one by one each of the slides.
Awesome.
And then oftentimes I will send out, I'll make like a little Loom video and send it to all the coaches at the beginning of the week, just to kind of describe what the intention is for the week. So what is the grand outcome? What is the transformation or the aha we're trying to guide people to for the week? And then that's it. Easy peasy.
Awesome.
In and out in 30 minutes.
Awesome.
All right. Any questions?
Nope. You can stop the recording.